What's up, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the Intoxicated Sports Report. I'm Emerson Hitt. With me, as always, the recent birthday boy, Gage Samoji.
Okay.
Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. Cheers.
Get a little cheers.
Birthday
And
was yesterday.
We've celebrated your birthday already, last week, but
Yes, we did.
can't let the actual date go unspoken.
No, thank you. I appreciate it.
How was your little dinner last night?
It was good.
Los Agaves,
Went
right?
with Los Agaves downtown, riverfront. It was good. Went with me, mom, dad, Drew, JoJo, grandma, and Devin.
Same squad from your sister's birthday? Is that
Yeah,
right?
it's usually the same squad in general.
Nice.
Like, family, but like immediate family, but family.
Yeah,
It was good.
very cool.
Los Agaves was cool. We sat outside, which kind of sucked, but we had a bunch of heaters around us. 'Cause
Yeah.
It was the wind was kind of blowing.
It's been windy and chilly in town last handful of days, and a little bit rainy as well.
Their margaritas were really good.
They got some good cocktails.
I
Yeah, no
had
doubt.
funny enough, I had the corn soup that they had. It was part of their special. 'Cause
Yeah.
we were outside. I'm like, soup sounds really good right now.
Right, yeah, when it's chilly.
Like
No doubt.
who's everyone's probably thinking who orders soup at a Mexican restaurant? I do.
Yeah, I don't even think about really ever ordering soup when I go out in general. Like it's just never usually on top of my mind. But when given that situation,
Well, I'm glad I did because I was so full from like the drinking and we also had appetizers.
yeah,
And by the time they asked us for food, I'm like, damn, we still got to eat more. I was like, I'm cool.
Haven't got entrees?
I was like, man, I'm cool with leaving right now.
they're right.
But yeah, everybody got like burritos. And I think
Nice.
my grandma got the same soup I got.
Nice.
Drew got some tacos. My mom got some that she didn't like, and I think there was some kind of miscommunication on both sides.
Gotcha.
Dad and Devin both got the same burrito. I think the same kind of meat, which I had half of today for lunch because Devin only ate half.
Yeah.
Which was still good.
Nice.
Forget what JoJo got. The only thing JoJo really got last night was fucked up. So that was funny. My dad kept like force feeding him fucking like little shooters of. We had like these little tasters of margaritas.
Oh,
We had
gotcha.
three
Oh,
on,
I've seen those.
three on
there.
like a little
yeah.
wooden.
I've seen
plate
pictures
thing.
of those. Yeah.
And Dad just kept feeding him to JoJo, and they're like ripping my dad's dab pen at the
Oh
table,
my god.
which is my dad.
That sounds like a match made in heaven. Those two.
Yeah. Well, JoJo's saying later on, he's like, your dad always just needs like somebody else to do things with.
Oh,
him."
he's got to have a vibe.
He's got to have a partner in crime.
I can see that.
Yeah, but it was really nice. We do that. Thank you to my dad for paying for everything as he always does, which he never has to, but he does, and that's why we love him.
What a guy.
Well, I love him for more reasons than that. But, it's very nice of him to do that. He was already talking about going to Giants games. He's like, hey, we gotta go to a couple. He called me on opening day, and he's like, hey, do you want to go? He's like, I know you're gonna say, but do you want to go to opening day? I'm like, dude, I can't just. You're calling me at 7:45 when I work at 8.
Shit.
If you would call me like at 5:45,
Maybe.
I could have been like,
Yeah.
tell my boss I don't feel very good. And I gotta tell you, 'cause I know you went, and we'll get into it.
Right.
But I've already told you the story, but it was probably around, what time did the game start? Like 1:05?
1:30.
1:30?
Yeah.
It was probably around 1 o'clock, and I'm listening to KMBR all morning. I'm here listening to Murph and Mac. I'm listening to I'm listening to Murph and Mac. I'm listening to Pop and Lund,
Right.
and they're all there.
Yeah.
And they're talking about how great it is. Giants haven't had an opening day at home in years.
Just salting it up
No,
for you.
and the day is perfect. It's
Yeah.
really warm, blue skies, and all of a sudden, I swear, I get a whiff of barbecued hot dogs or some kind of burgers, dogs.
Something like
And at that point, I thought to myself, I
Yeah,
should have
I
fucking went. I didn't. I listened to it on the radio.
God damn, it was a beautiful day.
I'm glad you went because I know you had a good time.
Yep.
First opening day you went to.
Mm-hmm.
Did they have the big old American flag in the middle of the field?
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh,
Pretty sure they did.
Because they do that for
Yeah, I wasn't really thinking about it, but yeah, I'm pretty
Did
sure
they?
they did. Yep.
So when I was thinking about it,
It's always a picture. I think I could have bought one of those with the flag on it.
Yeah.
But I just went with the standard.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have like the flag huge, like a
Right.
huge flag.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
The Blue Angels fly by.
No. You know what? I think
Any
there was a
kind
flyby, but it was a lame one. It was just like a big old
Okay.
jet. Yeah.
But it was at that very moment. Peak afternoon, great day. Should have went, didn't.
Right.
Glad you did. How was it?
It was perfect, and we'll talk about it once we actually get into baseball. But yeah, I'm just glad that baseball's back and we're rolling again.
Yes.
It was perfect out there.
And well, I'll get into it in a little bit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
Do you want your birthday present right now?
You actually got me with.
It's really not that like crazy.
Okay, I hope not.
It's
I
something,
really hope.
Yeah, it's something that you really haven't not seen it yet. But
I haven't seen.
you haven't seen what this one looks like. So
Okay.
yeah, you ready for it?
Yeah, I'm ready for it. Should I close my eyes?
No.
Okay.
You're just gonna open the blanket.
I'm gonna open the blanket.
Yeah, I think it's somewhere right in there.
Okay. It's an ISR shirt.
It is. It's got the same look as our t-shirts because I hope everyone who order their t-shirts. But
And it's a long sleeve.
Yeah.
And the colors are different.
Yep. So we get it's
Is
the
it-
same. It's the same printed color,
Oh,
but it's a
shit.
navy blue long sleeve. I know you weren't like super thrilled with this shirt that I'm wearing, which
I
is what
did
everybody
try
else
it
got.
on. It does fit, and I think it's a great shirt. It's a really
Yeah.
good looking shirt.
Nice and crisp.
I'll give
I
people.
thought you would like the long sleeve look though.
Oh, look at that.
So the only people that got this shirt are.
Yeah.
Can you guess? It's four people.
This shirt's gonna be big, but hopefully it shrinks a little bit. This
I think it will. Yeah.
What is
Because
XL?
I got the same size for myself.
XL.
Yeah.
How many people?
4 people.
So me, you. For Ashley got one.
Yep.
Because I know she loves her long sleeve
Yeah.
black shirts.
And it's actually not black, even though it looks really dark.
The fourth person?
Yeah.
Is this a trick question?
Maybe.
Oh man.
Think about the very first episode of this show. Who was on it?
Garrett?
Yeah.
You gave it to Garrett? Okay.
It's the Core 4
The
shirt.
Core 4 shirt. I like it.
First episode.
So when I'm rocking this, around our friends,
Yeah.
people are like, "Damn, I didn't get that one."
Yeah.
It's a Core 4 thing.
Right.
It's a Core 4 thing.
Exactly.
Well, I appreciate it. That's cool.
Exactly.
So I like this better because it wasn't just me getting something.
Yeah.
Like we all have one.
Right. But we can all share the memory
Yeah.
together in a way.
Wow, I like that a lot. Thank you.
Yeah.
And this is like see, this is the kind of shirt I like.
It's more of your style. I think it's better too because it's long sleeve. You're gonna wear it in the winter. It's a little bit heavier.
Yeah.
But it's still not like a
But
bulky shirt.
Did you get XL or large?
I went XL. I think they will shrink it.
It'll be fine.
Yeah.
No, I mean
And maybe the forearms will be a little baggy, but
no, that's fine.
I think that's
No,
probably the
I
worst.
really appreciate
I know
it.
you like longer shirts generally.
I do.
Yeah.
I do. Thank you.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
fucking sweet. And the ones that we got, people. I mean, I know people that listen to us or watch us.
I think they're really damn comfortable, personally.
And you like, they
Yeah.
are comfy.
Like they're the tri-blend material. It's super soft, super light.
Hell yeah.
So everyone who's gotten their shirt, hope you're enjoying them.
Yeah. I gave
And
my dad got his yesterday. 'Cause,
So for those of you that put in an order, come get your shirt.
Yes.
They're here. They're ready.
They are.
And I do have a few extras if you want to buy one. $20. Come get them.
It's a great prize for a great cause.
Yeah.
Thank you for supporting us constantly.
Yes, exactly.
Without you, there'd be no us.
It's advertisement for us in a way.
Yeah.
But
Exactly.
yeah.
That's cool. Thanks.
Fair enough. Yeah. What are we talking about today, Gage?
Well, like you said, we got week 1 baseball talk,
Right.
MLB stuff.
Mm-hmm.
NBA playoffs are kind of underway. The tournament
We
or
got,
the,
we got playing
the
going.
play-in stuff. Which
Yeah.
do we count? They don't count it as playoffs.
Technically not the playoffs.
But yeah, we got a plan going on right now. We'll get into our playoff matchups and who we like and stuff, and
Yep.
we'll get into the contender rankings as we always do.
Right.
And then last call.
Yeah.
It's a pretty.
Pretty straightforward day. Not a lot that happened this week. I mean, it is not a big week because of course we do have playoffs going on,
Yes.
but definitely.
You would think it'd be a short show, but knowing us, it probably won't be.
we can shoot it.
We're shooting it.
You know that for sure.
Shooting that, and then probably some whiskey later on. So stay tuned. Stay
That'll
tuned.
be going on during the baseball segment for sure.
Yeah, because you owe actually.
I do.
People don't even know that you owe, but you owe.
Yeah.
You did it to yourself.
That was so stupid of me. He literally, I sent the text as he was striking out. And which we'll get into. That's, forecasting.
Also, last week's Juju was off. I wasn't wearing a hat. Wearing a hat this week.
I'm glad you brought that back. I think it's needed.
This is also the first time I've rocked my Dallas Cowboys hat since they lost to the Niners.
I was going to say, you kind of look like a clown.
Man,
No offense.
that's all I'm gonna say about that. Wear my hat. Hats are back. Hats are back.
All right, so real quick, we got some very, very unfortunate news, and most of you probably heard about this already, but Steelers quarterback, Dwayne Haskins, I believe he was with the Steelers.
Yes.
Yeah. He died in a tragic accident. Got hit as a pedestrian. apparently got hit by
I think he was on his bike, and
Yeah.
for some reason he got off. I don't know exactly what happened.
It was
I
like
don't know if
by
that's
the
came
highway.
out yet.
But yeah, I got hit by a dump truck, I think it was, or not a normal truck. I don't think.
Pretty sure it was dead on impact.
Right, and yeah, just
Which
got-
honestly, after
got
that,
nailed.
after with that, do you really want to live after getting hit by a truck like that?
Probably not.
I mean, that might sound fucked up, but
Right.
if I get hit by a truck going 65, 70,
Yeah,
I don't want to live.
yeah.
I don't want to be.
It's gonna be rough.
I don't want to be a vegetable.
Right, but yeah, just
I don't want my family to take care of me like that. Yeah, I'd rather you just no.
but terribly unfortunate news.
Absolutely,
I
this
mean,
was
what was he
bad
like?
news.
25,
24, I think.
24? Yeah,
24,
terrible.
25. I think it's 24.
Something like that. I think you might be right, but terrible news. I mean, he was he national champion with the Ohio State? Is that right?
No, I think that was Cordero or.
But well, I guess technically he was on. I think he was on the team.
Oh, okay.
He actually might not have.
But
been.
he wasn't the starting.
I don't.
quarterback.
You're right. I don't think he was, but he was a great college player.
Yes.
Of course.
He had a really good career at
Yeah.
Ohio State.
Couldn't really get it figured out in the NFL, really, but a lot of teams were really willing to give him a chance,
Mhm.
but it just didn't work out for him, and this is just terribly unfortunate.
And with Big Ben retiring, I think he was.
The door was somewhat open.
The door
for
was
him.
open.
Yeah.
I think they were going to give him a legit chance.
Right.
I think Mike Tomlin probably wanted to give him a legit chance. So
Yeah.
he already knew what Mason Rudolph was.
Right.
I don't think they knew what.
I mean,
Haskins. I mean, I guess you
They
look
got
back.
Trubisky, but
No, that's right.
that's. I think anytime you get Trubisky as your guy that you think you're going to,
The window's always open for
Right.
other quarterbacks.
you got to have an open competition.
I just know when I opened up, on the Sports Center account on Instagram, I saw it. And I literally was just said, I said, "Wow."
Yeah, like what? Like he's just not here anymore. It's crazy.
Just yeah, and
Great.
I just turned 27, and this dude's like, I'm already outliving this guy by 3 years.
Right.
It's just really unfortunate
Super
news, and there was some stupid shit said about this guy on social media accounts by
Yeah.
professionals who get paid to do what we do for a living.
Right.
That was not cool and it was uncalled for. And we won't get into it, but it's just
People can be shitty.
people.
Especially behind a computer.
It's more just I don't know. Just be careful with your words.
Right.
And I know I was just saying that better off being a vegetable or dying to being a vegetable, but
Right.
like this is way worse what other people were saying. I thought.
Yeah.
It was like Adam Schefter who said something bad, and then like I forget the other guy. It was like some old timer. He said something way worse.
Yeah.
Point is, don't be shitty when people die.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Be fucking respectful.
Be respectful to the dude's family.
Yeah. Really, really tough stuff. But
And, condolences to his family,
Yeah,
friends,
absolutely.
everybody who knew him. Seemed like a lot of the players on the Steelers that he was close with. Like, I think Chase Claypool was close with him. Najee Harris was close.
yeah.
That says something about who Dwayne Haskins is because he hasn't been on the Steelers for a long time,
Right,
or for
right.
that long. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Kind of shows the impact of the kind of person that he was.
It's kind of a bummer too. I mean, just as looking at it from the sports side of thing, you don't really get to see this guy get his chance to shine because he hasn't truly been given that opportunity. It was a bad situation in Washington when he was
Which in his defense, Washington's been a dumpster fire for
there. Totally. Yeah.
a while.
Right.
And Pittsburgh has been known to be one of the best organizations
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
inside and out.
Yeah.
And so
Would have been nice to see him
it
get a
would have been
chance.
cool to see. Yeah, exactly. It would have been cool to see him do better
Yeah.
than Washington.
And live out his dream. I mean, 24 years old and you're just, it's over.
Yeah.
Crazy. Crazy.
So
But let's move on to
rest
that.
in peace.
Let's move on from that.
Rest in
Rest in peace, Dwayne. Let's talk a little baseball, baby. It's back. Opening day was on Friday,
yes.
which was, I guess that was 2 days after our last recording.
Yeah, because you went on. It was on Friday.
Yep.
And you and
Me and Danny went.
the touchdown hound.
It's a touchdown.
I wanted to say that because Danny
was supposed to be
he was
here.
supposed to be here.
He
He's
was-
supposed to be to the left of me right now.
He did commit yesterday and then decommitted today.
Love the man, but it doesn't shock me. And you guys also were, you went to a day game.
We went to the game today
You're
as well.
probably in the sun all day, drinking a little
Yeah.
bit.
I don't blame him for not being here.
No.
But
Would have been nice. Hey, next time.
right.
Love having Danny on.
But what a beautiful day opening day was. I mean, there's something about that first game, and I had a comparison I wanted to make, or a metaphor, I guess. But it's just like you know when you're in a claustrophobic room or something, and then you just get some fresh air, and just like now we're talking. Like that's opening day.
Or
breaking the seal.
when you first get into a really hot tub.
Yes, I was thinking the same thing. I was thinking, you're just like, ooh, that's nice.
Exactly.
And it's just like we're opening the gates. Like here we go. It's baseball
We're
season.
doing 162. It's here.
It's here. It's here. It's time to shine. And
so instead of me not going to opening day, I listened to Fourth Out. That was my opening day.
There we go.
It's a good episode.
Yeah,
it's a good episode.
I'm glad that,
the way you're doing it, I'm liking it.
Okay.
Everybody else listen. Fourth Out.
Yeah, this last one was a tad longer, but still not long. I think it was like 33 minutes, if I'm not mistaken.
See, I don't mind listening to it. So I don't care how long it is.
Right. Which I don't really know. I wanted to think that there were going to be a certain amount of time, but I'm not really sure how it's going to go.
Yeah.
I'll probably do the next episode next week. I'm not going to press it this weekend or this week, but yeah, we'll have some more content coming out soon for Fourth Out.
Yeah.
Also, today's game was beautiful.
Look at you going to 2 games.
2 games in the first 6.
Yeah, 2 games in a week that we like in between weeks.
Yeah, you're right.
In between
recordings.
I'm just like, dude.
Yeah.
Mr. Season ticket holder.
Yeah, and so we were gonna talk about the story. The reason we went to this game today. So went with Danny again today.
This is a real story, by the way.
This is real.
He's not bullshit.
This is not a joke.
He's not bullshit.
The only reason we went to the game is so me and Danny went out and watched most of the game yesterday. And on the way out, he kind of mentioned like, "Hey, we should go to the game." I was like, "Yeah, I don't know. I kind of got to prepare for the podcast today. Not really sure if that would
because what we do here is serious."
Right. I mean, I do like because I hadn't really done much prep, and I do like to do a little prep just to make sure it's.
I'm just kidding.
No, I know, but I do like to do a little prep, make sure it's not a total mess. But I was like, okay, I'll give you one stipulation. If Jock Peterson hits a home run tonight, we'll go.
At any point
in the game, yeah. And so the Giants are getting off to a hot start. They're blowing them out. I think it was.
They scored 10 runs in the second inning.
It was 10. It was 10 run. I think they had 10 by the second. Or really early in the game, and so it's like 6th inning, and we go home. We go our separate ways. And then he's like, all right, well, because Jock pretty much probably had one at bat I think left after that. Well, it's like, all right, we'll see what happens. You know, we would come back home. Me and Garrett are having some drinks and had the game on in the background. We were listening to music. Turn around at one point. Look at the TV, the ball's going over the fence. I'm like, well, who hit that? Who hit that? Because it kind of felt like it was about the time Jock was coming up. It was in the 8th inning.
So was it an opposite field home run?
No, I think he pulled it.
Did he pull it?
I'm pretty sure he hit it over. It didn't go in the water.
Okay.
But yeah, I think he pulled it. And I see what looks like Jock Peterson rounding the bases, and I'm getting a call from Danny simultaneously. I'm just like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And I didn't even realize this until after, but it was not a real pitcher that was on the mound. It was a position player for the Padres because, you know, the game was out of reach.
Yeah, so I get the text from you last night. You're like, hey, you should call in sick to work. You should tell your work you're not feeling good again. And I'm like, why? I was like, you going to the game again? I think I said something like that. You're like, yeah, me and Danny are going. I'm like, why? He's like, because Jock Peterson hit a home run. And you told me this whole story.
Yeah, I gave it the shortest story I could.
So I didn't watch any of the game because I was at dinner. Get in my car this morning to go to work, and I listened to the radio, and they were like, yeah, Jock, they were talking about the game. They're like, yeah, and Jock Peterson even hit a home run off a position player. I'm like, dude, you guys are going to this game because Jock Peterson hit off a position player.
Right. It was so embarrassing.
It wasn't even a pitcher.
Yeah. I'm like,
or a position player, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't even a pitcher, yeah. It's like, it was just too funny.
Do you think you've been to 2 games in a week like that
before? I think I have. Pretty close together one time. But not this early in the year.
Or have you been one of those guys that have done like a series before?
I've never done that, which I was thinking about it today. I was like, it would be cool to just, you know, stay in the city for a few days and go to a full series.
Or do like a 2-game series.
Even that, yeah.
Like that,
Even go to back-to-back games. Like do a night game and a day game the next day.
You also saw Joey Bart's first home run.
Hell yeah, dude! That thing was cranked.
That thing was cranked.
He pimped it too. He was staring at it.
I heard John Miller on the radio was like, "That thing's headed for Berkeley."
What a guy! Yeah. What a guy! Yeah, Joey Bart. I was kind of chirping a little bit, like, "Oh, who needs Buster Posey?" And people around me were giving me bad looks.
You were saying that?
Yeah, just being sarcastic.
Yeah, I hope so.
I was like, Buster Bart. But yeah, I mean, Giants are off to a great start. No complaints?
Fucking Greg Papa called Joey Bart Joey Bay Area Rapid Transit.
No, he didn't.
Well, he did, like as a joke, he's like Joey Bay Area Rapid Transit,
Oh my god.
which I thought was pretty good.
That was pretty
That's
good.
pretty good. Shout out to Greg Papa for that one. I cannot take credit for that one. I will not take credit.
That is
But
really
from here
good.
on out, I might have to start saying Joey Bay Area Rapid Transit. It's too good.
The Bart train, man.
Who doesn't love Bart?
He's been actually, he's been on fire this year. He had another nice knock today. I think he's hitting over 300.
It's looking like him, you know, going through the minors and taking the back seat has really helped him. At least,
Well, yeah.
at least up to this point. You know, it's the very beginning of the season.
Right. I think 2020 for him was a bad look because they brought him up right away and he wasn't.
Because they had to.
Because he was either because they didn't play minor league baseball that year.
Mm.
So it was either you got to see what this guy can give you right now in the major leagues, or he's going to sit around and do nothing.
Mm-hmm.
And it just he wasn't ready.
No.
But last year he got to play in AAA, ripped it up, and he's off to a great start so far. And but yeah, I mean, and even some of the new guys for the Giants have been awesome. Rodon, the second game, even though the Giants didn't win that game that day, was awesome.
Mm.
12 strikeouts in 5 innings.
I was going to
Dude,
mention
he was
that.
awesome.
He was
He was
on
amazing.
fire.
He was just blowing his fastball by everybody.
Yeah.
And even Alex Cobb last night was pretty good. And Logan Webb's been solid through his 2 starts.
I'm glad you mentioned him. Number 62, I'm a big numbers guy. Number 62, he's got to ditch it. Such a bad number.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably one of those numbers that got given to him, and he's just like, okay, whatever,
Roll
I'm
with
just
it.
rolling with it.
He's got to do something else.
Right.
I don't know which one. 62.
Even if he flipped it, 26
26
would be fine.
It's like what? Yeah, it's not great, but
But it'd be better than
62.
62. Yeah. I mean, 62 is like a total, like, you know, the worst relief pitcher on the team kind of number. You
exactly. And he's not that.
know? No.
He's really good.
He's the ace.
He's really good.
He's putting his foot down. He's the ace of the staff right now.
Baseball.
Baseball's back.
And I gotta say, that just for some reason on that opening day, I don't know if it's because, like I said, listening to the radio and everyone's hyping it up, but it just felt. I don't think it's been a long. Like even when the NFL starts, I think I get more nervous for the NFL when it starts because it's like
Every game matters more.
every game matters more.
Right.
So when baseball starts, it's just like it just feels so. Like, I hate to say American, but you know, it feels like
It's a nice, relaxed feel. Like you're like, okay, we're back.
We're back.
We're doing
It
it.
feels like hot dogs and apple pies.
Right.
Like
Yeah.
that kind of like just
Yeah.
classic.
Yeah.
Like it's just
It's not. It's not high. The intensity is not high. Like you're right. Because football is like, one game is the same amount of impact as 10 games. In
like
Major
you
League.
you lose the opener in the NFL. You're like, dude.
You're like, oh, are we not good?
Yeah, are we gonna make the playoffs?
Right.
And if you lose the next week, the statistics on that
Right.
not looking good.
Right.
If you lose the first 2 in the NFL, like you're probably not gonna make the playoffs.
Yeah. If you start out the season, 8-12 in baseball, whatever, you got plenty of time. To figure
Exactly.
it out.
Yeah, and I think it's also it feels like summer. It's like summer is officially starting.
Yeah.
Summer's here. Watching games, outside like we do here.
You're right.
All that.
That's another thing I can't remember if I mentioned it last week, but I feel like the March April part of the sports calendar is actually underrated because you get the best part of college basketball season.
Okay.
You get the NBA season, regular season wrapping up and rolling into playoffs.
Yeah.
You get the start of baseball season, which is always just a nice,
Yeah.
refreshing.
You get the NFL draft a little bit.
You
in
get
April.
NFL draft at the end of April. Yeah.
I mean, I like the NFL
Yeah.
draft. It's cool.
And if you're a hockey fan, you get hockey playoffs too.
Yeah, that's
So
a good
I
point.
think it is underrated. There's always, there's really hardly any dead time in the sports calendar.
Yeah.
Maybe after the NBA finals is over,
Mhm.
that's about it. But then you're ramping up for football after that.
Yes. Speaking of the Giants, though, I want to give a shout out real quick to Alyssa Nacken. Did I say that right?
You did, nailed it.
She took over as the first base coach because the first base coach got thrown out, and it was like, did you hear? Did you?
I did read about it. Not the best situation, but
No.
not worth getting into.
She became the first woman to have an on-field appearance in an MLB game.
Yeah,
Regular,
awesome.
I think assume a regular season game.
Yeah, because I think she has coached in spring training. But yeah.
And that is awesome. You know what isn't awesome though is these Giants orange helmets.
No, I know those are pretty foul.
But why are the Giants so good with
Yeah.
those jerseys.
9-1 now.
That's
I think that's
weird.
it's the only thing that's going to keep those in favor.
Yeah.
In any way.
Did they wear them today? No, they didn't.
No, I think it's always on Tuesdays. They
Tuesdays.
wear 'em. Yep.
But shout out to Alyssa. That's cool.
Yep. It's awesome.
And
She's been a good addition, I think.
the situation with the first base coach, it got weird, but I saw them today. They dapped up. And
Yeah,
talked
they
about it, and was
talked it
fine.
out.
They squashed it.
Homies, all good. Was not necessarily an ideal scenario, but
And,
yeah.
and people got mad at Dubon, threw that bunt down.
yeah. So I didn't even see it, or because we were just kind of chilling at Palisades, but didn't even see what happened. But
I didn't watch any of it either,
Yeah.
but it just seemed like the Padres were getting salty.
right, hey, getting their ass kicked. It's easy to get salty when you're getting your ass kicked.
Exactly. So
I got one funny and kind of cool baseball.
I was
thing
going to
throw
mention
out
this.
there.
I
Yeah.
was going to mention this.
So, National Beer Day, I think, was on Major League Baseball's opening day last Thursday.
Thursday, yes.
Yeah, last Thursday. And the Diamondbacks have this young player named Seth Beer. His name is actually
Spelled B-E-E-R,
yeah.
like what we're drinking.
Right. Yeah. And I forget who they were playing. Might have been the Rockies. I don't remember.
No,
No, not the Rockies because they were playing the Dodgers. Maybe the Padres actually. Might have been the Padres.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Seth Beer hit a walk-off home run on opening day, which happened to be National Beer Day. Unbelievable. It's too perfect.
So let me ask you this. So last week we had Remy Martin as the official player
Right.
of
in
this
college
show,
basketball, right.
but like of this show.
Right.
So him and Seth Beer. It's
They're buds.
should we ask who's
They
the
should be cheersing right now.
God? I mean Seth Beer. Like if your last name
That's a
is,
great name.
if your last name is Beer, you are doomed.
You're a goat.
You're drinking beer at 16. Like you're just
Like
right.
if he was he would be a frat god. Like you wouldn't even have to be cool. Just be automatic frat house.
That's a great way to put it. Yeah.
Oh, your last name is
Can
Beer.
you check where you went to college real quick,
Yeah.
please?
I wonder if you even went to college.
Oh, that's a boss move. Did his damage in high school?
Let's see, Seth Beer baseball reference.
Seth Beer. Like if I'm a Diamondbacks fan,
You went to Clemson. That's pretty hard.
oh man,
That's pretty hard.
He probably owned the baseball house.
First round draft pick too. Back in 2018.
I'm not a Diamondbacks fan, but I want a jersey. I want him to go to the Giants so I can get a Seth Beer jersey.
I wonder if he was a part of the Zach Greinke trade. I think he was. Yeah, he was.
You're telling me if he was on the Giants, you wouldn't want to get a jersey?
Oh
that
fuck
says Beer?
yeah! Are you kidding me?
I know I could get a jersey, put beer on the back, but it's not the same.
Right. But yeah, it would have been even cooler if it was a second career home run because he hit his first career home run last year. Would have been more awesome. But
But still,
regardless,
you hit a walk-off home run on National Beer Day, opening day,
Right.
and your last name is also Beer.
Yeah.
What do you think they drank after?
Oh, definitely cracking some buds.
Generally drinking vodka sodas.
Yeah. Oh, I don't know what the top light beer is in Arizona, but
Oh man, I mean,
maybe some Mick Olds.
some what? Mick Olds, like Michelob Ultras.
Mick Olds. Yeah. Some
Never.
Ultras.
I've never heard you refer to that.
Yeah, it's just short Mick Olds.
You know what I think of when I think of Michelob Ultras?
Who's that?
Danny's dad.
He does always have some fact in the fridge.
But I think he kind of he has like a heart condition, or he has. So I think he drinks.
Gives it low carb.
I think he'd get low carb.
You might like those Lagunitas daytimes.
Oh, dude.
Got to hook them up with some more flavor.
We talked about beers that we drank on a lot. I've drank a lot of daytimes.
Daytimes.
Nothing to the degree of like
And yeah.
Modelo's or.
Well, and Sal made a good point. He put Modelo's for himself, and I was like, oh god, yeah, we've had a shit ton of Modelo's, which we didn't even talk about when we were drinking today. We
Yeah.
are drinking Modelo's.
Or after I said like beer we're drinking, I was like,
Yeah.
we didn't even say we're drinking.
Yeah.
We're drinking I forget new one, but
Likewise.
we're drinking Delos. I'm more of a can guy, but I'm weird, I guess. People always disagree with me.
Yeah, we're not gonna have that discussion again.
We've had it on here before, haven't we?
Oh yeah.
Well, we had it many.
We almost thought about putting up a poll. We did. No, we didn't put up. No. Should we?
We could.
No, we're not gonna do it. You can do it.
Well,
You got the account.
I do have the account. I could make I might make a poll. I might make a poll. Don't test me.
All right.
I got it.
All right, you got any more baseball stuff to talk about?
I do not.
All right,
Do not. I
opening
do.
days here. Baseball's back.
I'm actually going to a game in May. Devin.
You got it dialed in,
We're
or the one that you want to go to, anyways?
yeah we have the idea of it.
Nice.
Devin gifted me because she's the best to a game with me and her to the Giants game.
Nice.
I think we're gonna go May 22nd against the. Oh, she's gonna correct me because I can't remember, but I'm gonna say the Padres,
Padres. Nice.
possibly. Because I think I want to go May 8th to see the Cardinals because that'd be kind of cool. Giants, Cardinals,
Right.
all that. But that's Mother's Day, and I just I can't do that,
Yeah.
So May 22nd is when we're gonna try to go. Day game.
Hey,
Can't wait. Can't
Nice,
wait.
nice.
I think that'll probably be my first game of the season unless my dad calls me on a Sunday. He's like, "Hey, I got tickets. Let's go." Which is also a possibility right
Right.
now, man.
You should take Tuesday the 26th of April off when we go see the A's. I think it's the 26th.
I can't take a Tuesday off.
Just do it. You got plenty of time.
I mean, I could.
All right. Anyways, it's pretty much playoff time in the NBA right now.
And we have a game playing on Emerson's 107-inch TV in his room. How big is this thing?
65.
Yes.
What a
Also,
purchase.
Emerson also got a PS5. I didn't know how big PS5s were. This thing looks like a monitor, or no, like a not a monitor, but for a computer.
like a hard drive.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's huge. This thing's massive. You could kill somebody with this.
It's a spaceship.
It's nuts.
It's a unit for sure.
Seeing it live with my own eyes.
It's different.
Yes. Exactly. You took the words right out of my mouth.
So yes, we are watching Spurs and Pelicans. Pelicans are hosting, trying to give themselves a chance to get the 8th seed.
And
in the West.
they're going to because
Yeah.
they're smoking the Spurs. The score is 92-75, and the third quarter just ended.
Yep. Looking good. I mean, I don't know why I thought the Spurs might win this game.
You did say that earlier.
I said I think the Spurs win, but I also said they were booty at the same time. So,
It's called contradiction.
yeah. Not making a whole ton of sense.
No.
But did we ever?
No.
All right.
Not at all.
All right, Gage. So let's get into basketball.
Yes.
What you got?
Ooh, what do I got? Okay, so Trae Young, I found this really, really interesting. He led the league in points, or he had the most points and most assists in the league,
Just totals.
totals.
Yeah.
But he didn't lead either. He didn't lead the league in points or assists,
Average wise.
average-wise.
Interesting. Did he play like almost every game?
He played, so Chris, okay, no, I'll start with points. Joel Embiid led the league in points,
Per game.
30 points.
Yeah.
30.6. He played 68 games. Trae Young had 28, but he played 76. So I think that's,
What are they? Yeah.
Yeah.
Where-
and when it comes to assists, Chris Paul led the league in assists with, oh man, I had the number.
Right.
Don't. But Trae Young's third. He's even behind James Harden. I saw it as interesting that you could lead the league in point, or had the most points and most assists,
Well, that's
but
where
not
yeah.
lead the league in either.
Right. That's where the averages come to play. And I've always thought personally, and people might disagree, but the quote unquote scoring title, I think should be the one who actually scores the most points over the season. That average should be thrown out the window. I mean, this is you can't. I know there's a minimum amount of games. I think it's 58, which is
Yeah, it has
which
to.
is 2/3 of the season.
Because Joel Embiid did
Right.
he had the scoring title.
Right.
He has it.
But at the same time, I mean, there should be some longevity or I don't health involved in the award.
Yeah, and I also didn't know Trae Young was gonna have the most. I didn't know he had the most in either. So shout out
The
to
fact
him.
that he's that high up in assists, I didn't realize he was that much of a dimer. But good for him. Yeah,
Trae Young's a baller.
he's a great player.
He's
really really good player.
I say it every week. I wish the Kings fucking drafted. God.
Oops.
Yep. You also didn't take your shot for Darren Ruff.
Oh, you're right. So yeah.
Do you want to go back or do you want to wait?
No. So
Okay.
well, do you want to take a shot together for Jock Peterson
Yeah. 'Cause
since you didn't go yard on opening day?
also, we have
We'll
a
keep him
Jock Peterson. We have a. We really
Oh yeah, we're gonna
first.
start this. Yeah, we fucked up on baseball.
Yeah, big time. So we I gave Emerson this idea as a joke because Jock Peterson threw down a bunt because they had the shift on him. And I told Emerson, why don't we just do a Jock Peterson bunt to splash hit count? And he liked it.
Yeah. Because
So-
I'm all in on Jock going deep into the water many times this year.
Because what I give you 3.5.
Yeah, and I said under because I thought it'd be 3 exactly, but
So I said 2.5. So you said, or no?
no, I went under on 3.5.
Okay.
Yeah, because I thought it'd be 3 exactly. But I would love to get for that to go over.
So right now the bunts is 1, splash hits is none.
And then
So stay tuned.
bunts to dingers though was 1-1. You made me pay for that today,
But-
going to the game.
But that's not what we're talking about.
No.
And you want to say the Darren Ruff one? I cut you off.
Yeah. Well,
Like
maybe
always.
we'll wait to the end because I don't want to have to take another shot right now.
Good point.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Back to basketball. Do you have anything before we get into yesterday's playing games?
No. Oh, actually, yeah, I do. Thanks. See, I think you knew that, didn't you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's called preparation.
I want to give a shout out to the NBA just as a league.
Oh yes.
So the last couple of years, the NBA, and this is how weird I am.
Was it not only last year? Was it the year before as well?
I think it was since
The
like
bubble year?
2018.
Oh really?
Like when the Cavs and the Warriors played, probably the second time with KD.
Gotcha.
So the NBA for the longest time had their NBA Finals logo. It was like that. Yeah, I think people know basketball.
The
but
cursive
The
script.
cursive. It's classic. I think it's one of the best logos when it comes to championship logos.
Very
that
classic.
they can have.
Yeah.
And for some reason they went to this really lame blocking NBA Finals, 2022 or 2020,
Right.
all that kind of stuff. And I was like, this is just it's
Doesn't
just
have
too
the same look. Yeah.
it's too corporate for me.
Right.
And so today the NBA came out with a tweet or on all their social media accounts saying that they're going to go back to the old cursive script, is what they call it.
Right.
And I think that's great. It's gonna be nice seeing it on the court. Hopefully they do that. Whether it's
Oh, it's got to be. On
whether it's actually on the court or if it's projected
maybe
on,
on the
which I'm fine
like a
with.
side.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Big ups to the NBA for that. And I did notice too that in the past it was the finals.
Right.
They dropped the
Just finals.
so it has the NBA logo and then the finals next to it.
Nice.
Because we all say, I guess I say
You
the,
say NBA finals.
I guess I say or the NBA finals, but you definitely say
You don't say You don't just say. Well, maybe you would say the finals.
or
You watching the finals? Yeah, maybe.
I wish it did say the finals like how it used to be. Just why they
Yeah.
changed it in the first place. I guess
Yeah.
is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Glad they brought it back though.
It's got a nice look.
I'm glad somebody had some common sense and said we got to bring back this logo.
Yeah.
This is what it's been for, I'm guessing since the '80s at
Yeah.
least. So
It's got a just nice
exactly.
crisp, but not too corporate look like like I
Exactly.
said. All right.
But like you said, so the playoffs have started,
Yeah.
and for me officially what that means, right? Just take one guess.
Kings are done.
No. Well, yeah. For me, this is anybody but the Warriors territory.
Oh yeah. okay.
Anybody but the Warriors. I don't care who wins, as long as it's not the Golden State Warriors. I'm cool. I'm being dead serious. I hope when
Fine.
they
That's
when
fine.
they play the Nuggets, Jokic just wipes the floor with them.
That's going to be the biggest factor.
Cool.
Well, actually, no. We'll talk about it when we
Yeah.
get there. Actually, may not be the biggest factor.
Okay.
I'll tell you why.
Okay. Sweet.
But yeah, so yesterday we had a couple play-in games. The Nets clinched the 7th seed. They behind Kyrie's huge game that he had. He was perfect from the field in the first half. Finished with 34 points, 12 assists.
And I'm telling you, I told you earlier, Kyrie Irving, he's been playing really well this year when he's played, right?
Oh yeah, he's been balling.
I'm a little conspiracy here. He's been on a tear because he is so mad that he did not make the NBA 75 team, which I think he should have made.
Yeah, I mean, you could. I could even throw out another nugget is that he's pissed off that the league
Made him
maybe targeted him in a way about the vaccine.
like he was like the poster child for
Right.
the guy who doesn't take the vaccine.
Right.
Whatever it is, I don't know if he's doing that, drinking Michael Jordan's special drink from Space Jam. Whatever he's doing, it's working because this guy right here is so good.
He's got the Dr. J juice.
God, he's good.
He's looking really nice.
Yeah.
And
So
they,
the Nets clinch the 7th seed, and they're gonna against the Cavs.
you haven't played Celtics.
They'll play the Celtics, which is gonna be a good. That's gonna be a good
We'll
series.
talk about that series in a minute.
The Timberwolves beat the Clippers 109 to 104, which
They had a nice little comeback in the fourth quarter.
this was surprising to me a little bit.
The Wolves have been actually a lot better team than I think a lot of people would think.
You see Pat Bev go crazy.
Oh my god! And a lot of people give him shit, and I was like, you know what? I get it because it's okay. You're only clinching a playoff, like a 7th seed playoff spot, which I get it. But at the same time, like that franchise has not had a lot of success in recent.
I heard the same thing
years.
on the radio today. I think
Yeah.
that's a great point. And also, I'm not gonna. If this is how Pat Bev gets how he is professionally. Like if this is how he gets hyped,
Yeah,
you gotta let the man do his thing.
right.
I mean, yeah, is he really going for it?
I think a lot of it
Yeah, he is.
probably was like a little extra juice because it was against his former team.
That's fair.
And I don't know if maybe he's using it as motivation or not, maybe not, but you know, just playing against your former mates, that's got to be some kind of drive.
Whatever it takes for you to get like that, that's what he's a professional for a reason.
And he's one of those types of guys too. I feel like use any kind of juice.
He's like the Draymond Green type. He's like the
Oh, yeah.
Tony Allen type. A guy you do not want to play against and you don't like your
Yeah.
team playing against.
Right.
But if he's on your team, you fuck with him.
Yeah.
You
You're
do.
gonna find if he's not on your team, you're gonna find every way and every reason to not like him. But
Yeah.
if he's on your team,
Yes.
you're gonna find every reason to defend him because he's a valuable piece of the team.
Today's playing games. The Hawks hosted the Hornets.
Whoop
The
him.
Hawks waxed them.
That was bad.
Shout out to LaMelo Ball though. You know he's
Yeah.
gonna be the Hornets.
I think that
the
team
Hornets
has
have
a good
I think
future.
the Hornets for the first time under Michael Jordan's regime have a good nucleus. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like
Yeah.
they have really something going for them. They have a lot to look forward to.
They got the veteran, and I like that they have Gordon Hayward there to be the veteran of the team. But then the rest of the team is nice and young. And
Miles Bridges is good.
I every time I think of Miles Bridges' name is that announcer that they have that's just obnoxious, and I'm just gonna yell
Bridges!
Miles Bridges
Dude, yeah.
when he just throws out a nasty.
That guy's comparable to the San Diego Padres announcer.
Oh
when
god.
Tatis hits a home run.
Ooh, that guy's worse, man.
It's headed onto the tracks.
You remember that meme video of like just a line drive being hit to him, and it's
Yeah.
like a voice
Yeah.
dubbed over
Yeah.
from a different play.
Like, oh, Tatis with a great play.
Was one of the best plays you'll ever see.
And like we said, the Spurs are losing to the Pelicans.
Yeah,
It's
they've
currently
kind of closed the gap a little bit.
Yeah. It's
They're gonna have to go on a run.
97 to 84 Pelicans right now with 7:53 left.
Spurs are on the line. DeJounte Murray. This
Is-
guy's a badass, by
He's
the way.
he's good.
He's really nice.
He's
player.
good.
He needs to get probably a little bit better from the perimeter, but he's got some game.
He'll get there.
Yeah. So yeah, they're down 12 with about 8 minutes to go.
Yeah.
Not over. But this has not decided anything today. It's just going to be winner goes to play for the 8 seed.
But the loser of this game is done.
The loser of the game is done. Yeah. That we will know.
The Spurs, I mean, they got to get it going. But if they if they hit a 3, they're only down by 9.
Right. No, this game is not
This
over.
is not over. Look at this.
And, oh, speak of the devil.
Speak
Nice
of-
call.
thank
Nice call.
Now they're only down by 9.
All right. So let's talk about the playoff matchups. We're gonna make some predictions, I guess,
Yeah.
and just talk about what to look for in each series. So the Heat, they're gonna be playing the winner of Cleveland and Atlanta. I think I like the Heat against that team no matter what, probably. Whoever comes out of
The 1 seed and the 8 seed. It's
I out of the two between Cleveland and Atlanta, who do you think gives them a better series? I kind of feel like Atlanta because of the star power.
yeah. I can't. I'm not gonna lie to you. I've not watched a lot of Cleveland basketball, so I can't say how good they.
Yeah.
I mean, they made it to this point. And I know they've had.
They
I
kind
think they've had their first winning record
without LeBron.
without LeBron.
And like since he came to the league.
Yes,
right?
exactly.
Yeah, pretty much.
So they're a great. They're not a great team, but they're a good team. But I'm gonna pick the Atlanta Hawks because Trae Young, star power, like you said.
They could give the Heat two games, or 6, I guess, if you're talking series.
Yeah.
The thing for Cleveland though is they have really fallen apart. I think they've had some injury issues down the stretch of the season, and it's hurt them quite a bit. And they've come back to earth a little bit too.
Yeah.
And no one expected this team to even be in the conversation.
Mhm.
So kudos to them for even making a season of it.
Ooh, you know what we should do with all these picks? I know it's the first round, but should we pick our winners in how many games and like pay for it if we have to when it comes to shots?
Oh fuck.
Or we could like not have to do
we
I guess I don't really know what I'm trying to say. Like
we could do like off air, like pick each series winner and then send it to each other and see what's different. And then because I gotta imagine a lot of these matchups will pick the same, with the exception of like the 3-6 and the 4-5s.
Okay.
But we could maybe do something like that.
all right.
Yeah, we'll talk about that after the show. Next up in the East, we got the Celtics, 2 seed, which
Or how about we do this? So we're gonna go through each one.
Mhm.
Just say the next one's Celtics versus Nets.
mhm.
Just say who you think's gonna win and how many games. I guess we don't have to pay for it, like do any kind of shots, but just say
we could do
we'll do it that way.
Sure, yeah, okay. So Celtics Nets. Celtics got the 2 seed, which is crazy to think, given most of the season they were sitting in like the play-in essentially,
And
and they just
got
took
hot.
off. Yeah, last couple weeks. They are without Robert Williams, like we've mentioned in recent shows, but yeah, I think they're still going to be tough out. And they're playing the Nets, who we know they're dangerous. They got Kyrie and KD. They got the star power.
I got the Nets, the 7 seed Nets winning this series in 7.
Nets in 7. I like that. You know, I think the Nets are. They're gonna get them in 6.
I wanted to say 6, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go 7. I'm gonna give the Celtics the respect.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go Nets in 7.
Yeah. I'm going Nets in 6. I respect your thought process on that as well.
Thanks.
But, I think the 2 best players in this series are Kyrie and KD, and so that's going to be a huge factor. And comes playoff time, it's all about your shot makers.
Yeah.
Those guys are pretty badass. Also, we got the Bucks playing the Bulls. This looks like a major mismatch on paper.
I'm going Bucks 4.
Yeah, I think I'll give the Bulls 1. I'm going Bucks in 5.
Okay.
Yeah, I think the Bulls had a really nice, cute start to the season.
Yeah.
1 seed for a good chunk of the season, but they've fallen apart. And I think Lonzo, is done for the year, if I'm not mistaken.
Is he?
Yeah, so
Jeez.
that's not going to help. So yeah, it's going to be a short series. I'll give the gentleman's sweep to the Bucks.
All right.
Yeah. Now we got the Sixers and the Raptors. This one is very, very interesting.
Yeah.
So the Sixers do have Matisse Thybulle, who's one of their best 3-and-D players, who is not eligible to play in Canada because of his vaccination status.
Oh, I forgot about that. Yeah.
And the Raptors are one of the hottest teams of basketball right now as well. Now, we'll talk about our contender rankings coming up, but this definitely scares me for the Sixers. I think of this is going 7 for me, with the Sixers taking the series. It's going to be tough. I think I like Joel and Harden against that squad overall.
I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna say Sixers in 7.
Yeah. I think the Raptors are another interesting team where they've kind of traded places with like where the Bulls and Cavs had got up to hot starts, and they were kind of sitting in the middle, and then they just taken off down the stretch of the season. But they're gonna give the Sixers a run, and the Sixers should, fully healthy and with not all the Canada shit floating around, they should make easy work of the Raptors. But I don't think it's gonna be an easy series for them.
James Harden's my only question. Can he do it? Can he be good in the playoffs?
You know what? With him and Embiid in the first round, I gotta hope so.
Right.
Like, there can't be that much pressure. We've seen him win series. We haven't seen him, take a team.
Yeah, that's a good point.
Take his own team to the finals. Of course, he was on that Thunder team, but yeah, I would like to think that they should win this series.
All right.
It's gonna be tough.
So you want to give him a pass for the first round?
A little bit. I think there's just a little weirdness with the whole
All right,
playing Toronto.
That's fair.
They better win those first 2 games though, because if they go to Toronto 1-1, that's not an ideal situation.
Not at all.
Not at all. You want to talk us through the West, Gage?
Western Conference. The Suns are going to play the winner of this game that we're watching, right?
So not necessarily. They're going to play the winner of, which looks to be New Orleans.
Okay.
Who's going to play on Friday against Who lost the other day? The Clippers. They're
Clippers.
gonna play the Clippers. Yeah. So I think I like the Clippers probably to beat New Orleans on
Gotcha.
paper. I don't know about you.
Yeah, I'd probably pick that too.
Yeah.
So if we both agree with that, Suns versus Clippers, who do you got?
I'm taking Suns at 5.
Gotta be Suns.
Suns at 5.
I mean, I'm picking the Suns.
I don't smell a lot of sweeps this playoff
Yeah.
season. I think the league is fairly balanced.
You know, I'm gonna say no. I'll say Suns, and I'm gonna go 6.
Suns
I
at 6.
think they might struggle a little bit.
Okay. I mean, if you're playing the Clippers, that's not going to be an easy task.
No.
You got to think they're a better team on paper now that they have Paul George back. So yeah, I don't hate that.
Next matchup is the number 2 seed Grizzlies versus the 7 seed Timberwolves with Pat Bev, the 7 seed Pat Bevs.
Yeah. I like the Grizzlies in 6 on this one.
Yeah.
I think because they're pretty young and inexperienced, I don't like them to just dominate this series necessarily. And the Timberwolves, I think they're a pretty solid team. They're not going to crack my contender list by any means, but
I would love to pick the Timberwolves in 7, but I'm not going to.
Yeah,
I'll say Grizz in 6.
the
as well.
Grizzlies are playing some good basketball this year. They got a nice score.
I mean, and they play good without John Morant. So when he
That's
plays,
another scary thing. They're winning like 90% of the games when he's not in there.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And I mean, the matchup that I'll be caring about the most, and your 3-seeded Warriors are playing the 6-seeded Denver Nuggets. Shout out to Brett.
I hope he goes to a game.
Hey,
Let me tell you.
who's he gonna root for? All of a sudden he's a Rock. All of a sudden he's a. All of a sudden he's
Who's
a.
he gonna root
All of a
for?
sudden he's a Rockies fan.
Fuck out of here.
All of a sudden he's a big Rockies guy.
That's
What-
gotta
what-
be sarcastic.
What are your thoughts? You are the Warriors aficionado of this show.
Yeah, fair enough.
What do you feel about this matchup?
So my feeling is, when I saw that they were gonna play the Nuggets, right off the top of my head, I was like, "Ooh, that's not a great matchup," because Jokic is a beast.
Yes, of course.
But the more I thought about it, Jokic is a beast against everybody. So
He's a tough dude.
So
to stop.
Jokic is gonna get his, right?
Yes.
So I think it just comes down to, can you contain the rest of the team? And we haven't seen Michael Porter Jr. come back, which I don't believe is going to happen.
Jamal Murray might come back.
Jamal Murray is a question mark, but he still is not coming back. So he's a big question mark, even given what he could even produce.
Yeah. But is Steph Curry gonna?
And then Steph Curry is still a question mark for Game 1. I was talking to Danny about this today. I feel like the latest he comes back is Game 3, which I think is a realistic possibility, which would be in Denver. But regardless, the Warriors are playing good basketball without him. They won 5 in a row to finish the season. Klay Thompson is on fire. So I do like the Warriors in the series. I think I'll go Warriors in 6 because we'll have that Game 6 at home.
Which is gonna be the first playoff series in Chase Center. That's kind of
That's
cool.
correct, Mundo.
I'm gonna go Warriors in. I'm gonna go 7.
7, yeah.
I'm gonna go 7.
Yeah.
Not even.
Actually, no,
not
I
even-
said that wrong. The Warriors are not going to have Game 6 at home, but I'm still going to take them in 6.
Okay.
Yeah, that'll be never.
No disrespect either.
Yeah.
I think I'm smelling.
It's gonna be a tough series. I mean, this could easily be a 4-5 matchup in any year as far as how close these teams are.
Yeah. Also, I apologize for not concentrating to you because I'm writing down what we had. Just
Oh, no,
Just
you're good.
so we know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Just so we have it on wax.
Yeah. Did we put in a Heat versus whoever prediction?
No, 'cause
We should.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna take the Heat in 5 who against whoever they play.
Heat in 5. I'll go Heat in 6.
Okay.
Heat in 5.
I'm excited to see the Warriors back in a legitimate playoff series, though.
Oh, I'm sure.
I mean, we've had a couple years off from that.
Yeah.
And I hope Steph is ready for Game 1. Honestly, I seemed like he was practicing today based on what the Instagram was showing.
How can you not love that, right?
Right, gotta have him back.
And the
Full
last
strength.
last matchup is the 4-5 against the Mavericks and the Jazz. With the news of Luka Doncic,
It's hard to like the Mavericks.
yeah, I'm gonna pick the Jazz in
Yeah.
5.
Because, I mean, we don't really know what his status is, but if he misses more than a few games, they're done. They don't have a chance.
What do you think?
They're too Luka dependent. I'm going Jazz in 6.
Jazz in 6.
Yeah. And I like the Jazz quite a bit. I mean, they've shown the tendency to screw up games late in the game, but I don't think the
Yeah,
Mavericks
like we watched 2 weeks ago, last
right
week.
against the Warriors.
Yeah.
But I don't think the Mavs are anything, special.
No, the game against the Clippers.
We saw that too. I forgot about that.
That's what I was talking about. Yeah.
But they blew a game against the Warriors recently too. That's who I was really hoping the Warriors would play. I mean, you don't want to really wish for anything, but I would have rather played the Jazz and the Nuggets.
And we were talking about earlier about how we love opening day. I do love the NBA playoffs, though.
Oh, yeah, NBA playoffs.
To me, it's kind of comparable to March Madness. I don't pay a ton of attention. I mean, I pay more attention to the NBA
Right.
through the regular season, unlike college.
Yeah.
But once the playoffs start,
It's
it's
like
amped up.
it's like it's the real season now, kind of, because you can tell throughout the long NBA season that guys are not really giving max effort all the time, which is not ideal to see.
And also, for the casual fan, don't be surprised when you turn on your TV in June, the playoffs are still going.
I know
Because the NBA playoffs are the longest playoffs
It's pretty damn dragged out.
that you could have.
No question about it.
I mean, MLB does, but they also have the 5-game series in the first round.
And they play games boom, boom, boom. So the playoffs are over in 1 month, where NBA playoffs go for like 2.5
God,
months.
they'll do the, one here, one there, take like
Right.
3 days off,
It's
you're here
crazy.
again.
Yeah. It's all TV. Which, by the way, look at this game now. It's a 6-point game.
What'd I say?
New Orleans only up 6. We got just under 5 minutes to go. It's not over.
Greg Popovich, he's looking haggard these days.
Yeah,
Man.
no.
He's not looking great.
He's just very, very gray, and he's got the long hair going, the long beard.
He's not going to retire this year, though, I don't think.
I don't think I've heard anything about that, but he would be the guy to not announce it until after the season's over.
Kind of like how Tim Duncan did it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
That's just kind of Spurs way.
Right. Not flashy.
No.
All right, let's talk about contender rankings. So, are we updating or not?
I am not updating. The only reason why, because I'm staying true to the fans. I just didn't
Not
do
faking
it.
it.
I didn't do it before the playoffs started, so I'm going to stick with it. Suns, Bucks, Brooklyn, Sixers, Celtics, Heat, Grizzlies.
Is that 7 teams?
Yes.
Am I getting that right? Nice.
And, obviously it's going to change once the playoffs get more down the line.
Right.
But right now, that's what I'm sticking
Yeah,
with.
because we're going to ride this out through the playoffs. I think it'll be kind of, at least through, the first 2 rounds, I think.
Because we didn't, for our NBA ones, or NBA and NFL ones, we didn't do it throughout the postseason.
No. But I think this still
different.
makes sense because of a lot of teams that make the playoffs.
Mm-hmm. No, you're right.
And the rounds go on for a long time as well. So it's a little different. I do have one very, very minor change. And I'm looking at it and it looks a little weird now that I'm doing it. But I'm doing it just because, so the Sixers are moving down. Just because I'm nervous that they might not make it out of Toronto.
Okay.
So I had the Sixers at number 3 last week. I'm moving them down to number 5. So they're not a crazy change. But
Okay.
that's my one change. Grizzlies and Nets moved up a couple spots. Grizzlies are at number 3, which I don't love the Grizzlies at 3, but I do think they're a really good team.
Yeah.
So, and the Nets at 4.
There you go.
But there we are with contender rankings.
What time is it?
It's time for last call.
Also, shout out to Barry Bonds
And his 100
Ball.
RBI season.
from '97.
That is a pretty comical baseball.
It's
Right there.
hilarious. Barry,
Nicely printed.
How long did
Got
Barry?
his face.
How long did Barry rock a mustache for too?
Not too long.
No.
I think he did for a lot of his Pirates career. But I don't remember him.
Which is very '80s of him.
right. I don't remember the mustache in San Francisco though.
Didn't live in the '80s, but I think the '80s. I kind of think of mustaches. Can't tell you why. I just do.
They were hot. They were hot shit. I'm gonna pay for my dinner rough.
Now, yes. Now can we
think it's
explain
time.
this?
So I believe this was on Tuesday. I texted Gage because you had made a mention of how
Tuesday, as in yesterday. No,
Yeah, I guess that was yesterday.
was it?
No, sorry, Monday.
Monday.
Monday. 2 days ago. Monday. we were texting about the Giants game, and you'd made a mention about how Darren Ruff has been crushing baseballs, but they just haven't been going over
Yes,
the
I did.
fence. And he got robbed once again. And his at bat came back around. I want to say in the 9th inning with a chance to tie the game. I think, or somewhere late in the game. It might have been the 8th with a chance to tie the game.
Yeah.
And I said to Gage via text, if Ruff doesn't go yard right here, I'll take a shot on the next shell.
And
Here we are.
and he didn't.
And literally, I believe right after I sent it, the next pitch was coming in on 0-2, and he struck out, which was fucking glorious. So I'm gonna pay for that right now. Right here.
I'm not even pressing the issue on this either. You're doing this because you want to, and I appreciate
Yeah,
it.
I'm being honorable to my shots here.
Yeah, we like that. We like that around here. This game's gonna go out of hand. Actually,
Spurs are hanging in.
all right, 9.
Still down 9.
Down 9 with a little less than
2.5.
2.5 left.
They got to knuckle down. They got to pitch a shutout, pretty much.
Yeah. Which I don't see happening, but I could be wrong.
No, I like the Pelicans. Finish this out. Give the ball to Ingram. Who's the best player?
Zion coming back, maybe?
No,
No?
I don't think that's a tie, is it? Oh, bricked it.
Uh-oh, there
All
we
right, not over.
Got Murray coming down. There you go.
Oh,
that's a foul?
for sure. All right. So one thing I got for last call.
Yep.
Derek Carr getting a big time extension. Not very long, 3 years.
The Raiders!
So I think that puts him there through 2026 or
So
2027.
Josh McDaniels, he's a believer.
He's a believer.
He's a believer.
I think him and Devontae. I think it's gonna be a solid.
Yeah,
Okay.
forget about that.
Derek Carr has played with some good players on the receiving end, but not a Devontae type. So I think that could elevate.
Nah, because Devontae's way better than Murray Cooper.
Right. So I think that's gonna be huge. Can't miss free throws, Spurs. What are we doing?
That's a bad look.
Yeah. So 3 years, $121 million from the Raiders. Sounds like a lot of money, but it's about market value for quarterbacks these days. I don't know if he's one of those guys, but it's not a super long extension, so they got some room to wiggle. So good for Derek. I like Derek Carr a lot, actually.
I do too.
I think he's shit on a little too much.
He seems to make mistakes in the
He does have that tendency.
on a big
Yeah.
like a Sunday Night Football, Monday Night Football. He seems to make mistakes like
Right.
that, and people are like, "Oh, he's the worst."
Or it's just like a late game situation, and he just gets a little too aggressive.
Exactly.
Yeah. But I do like Derek Carr overall. I think I don't think the Raiders would do any better than him.
Like, who could you get better?
You'd have to be betting on some rookie stud,
Which
coming out of
it's
draft,
hard.
which is really
And with the Raiders drafting,
that's not gonna be good.
it's not gonna be good. Not gonna be good.
at
So
all.
good. This is good for the Raiders. If you're a Raider fan, I'm sure you have your thoughts about Derek Carr, the ups and the downs.
Right.
But it's kind of like me and Dak Prescott. Who could you really get better? Who wants to come here? You know what I mean?
You could argue it's similar with the Niners and Jimmy Garoppolo. Yeah.
Well, hey,
It's not-
okay.
there's-
a lot of fans wouldn't say that, but
Right.
yeah, you're right.
A lot of teams are actually in this situation. I think Derek Carr is one of the better quarterbacks that have teams in that situation.
Let me tell you, when he played the Cowboys on Thanksgiving, it seemed like he could get anything he wanted. Like, anything he wanted on the field, he got it.
He was diamond for sure.
That was the game before my infamous rant on this show.
That's right.
my-
I just watched that video again.
Did you?
Yeah.
Why?
I was just scrolling through Instagram. I found it.
Oh, okay, that's on
yeah,
Instagram.
Yeah, just that clip. It was pretty funny.
That was I don't know what it was. That was the boiling point for me.
Yeah. You definitely were not happy.
No, I wasn't. I was pissed. I was fucking mad.
I love the one where you like 2 weeks before the playoffs, you're like, oh, the Cowboys
They're
are
gonna
not
blow.
not gonna win a playoff game.
I know.
And they
this.
lost to the Niners. God, that was beautiful.
And that's why I was not that mad about the Niners loss.
Because you knew it.
'Cause I knew it. I knew it.
That's fair. That's fair. And confirmation here, by the way. Pelicans are going to win. They're going to be getting their chance to play for the 8th seed against the Clippers on Friday.
Good for them.
Yeah. I think it just makes Zion look stupid, too, because you kind of think, like, how good could this team actually be with him there?
Yeah.
For a full season.
Exactly.
But, yeah.
I mean, if there's any chance of him trying to could play, he's got to play, right? Or do you risk it?
I think he doesn't want to be there, so he's just
He's gonna act
doing
like
the
he can't
holdout
play.
thing. Yeah. No, I don't even know it's that. I think he's
Yeah,
just
because if I'm the Pelicans, I'm gonna be like, yo, like you gotta play, and I don't care if you get hurt because you're gonna want to leave here anyways.
right. No, I think he's just giving him the bird. He's like, yeah, I'm done with you guys. Trade me this offseason.
Jeez, that's crazy.
Yeah.
So yeah, like you said, it's a bad look, but good for CJ McCollum, and Brandon Ingram's nice.
Brandon Ingram is a really, really good player. Really good player. He really broke out last year when he got his chance to kind of be the star of the team.
You know, I call Trae Young Diet Steph Curry. Brandon Ingram's Diet Kevin Durant.
Yeah, it's not a bad call.
He's nowhere near as good.
No, but still a very, very capable player.
Exactly.
Very fun player.
Same build too. I think that's why.
Yeah, kind of lanky.
Lengthy. You know, Spurs pop. You know, once Kawhi left, it was done.
Yeah.
It was over.
I think it's time for the Spurs to just take a back seat.
Kind of like the Patriots, you know. Once
Right.
like they're shitty now, no one gives a fuck. Everyone's like, good. Like you deserve it.
I'm saying it right now. Patriots are not making the playoffs this coming year.
All right.
They're not doing it.
I'm cool with it.
They're gone.
I mean, they're not going to win the division.
Mike McDaniel, he's coming in, making Tua a badass. Tyreek's gonna shit all over that Patriots secondary,
With the Bills.
and the Bills are already there.
They're going to win the division.
Yeah, Bills.
They might win the conference.
Yeah, Bills.
They might win the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but I'm just talking about like taking the Patriots' place, like in that.
Oh, okay.
Because the Bills already did that.
I like Mike McDaniel. He's a cool dude.
He's fucking nerdy.
He's different.
Yeah,
He's
he's
just
different.
different.
Yeah.
Cut from a different cloth.
Yeah. Nerdy, but like kind of like white boy ghetto at the same time.
Always got the specs on too.
Yeah.
Always got his glasses on. It's like, dude, I know you can afford contacts. You just got a contract.
Yep.
But he
Yep.
doesn't. So we gotta respect that.
All right, man. Shall we wrap it?
Yes, I think so.
Cheers. Happy birthday.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening.
Click, subscribe, Instagram, Twitter.
All of it.
Also listen to Fourth Out. Instagram, Twitter, click.
Boom. We'll see you next week. Peace.